What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here to talk about what's not going on the blogs, because there's not a lot going on, so we don't really have nothing to talk about. We just gonna see what the blogs are talking about.
I sponsor the blog.
Let me tell you something.
One of the first things I saw was a young woman on, I don't know if it was Neighborhood Unlocked or I don't know what blog it was, but she shared with us that she went over Drake's house and they had unprotected sex. He asked her if she wanted to be a mother. I don't know. I think for some women, go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know you stop by. I think women have been programmed to see that as a compliment, right? You hear men say, oh, you'll make a good mother. Do you hear them say you'll make a good wife? But to each his own. But I think that when some women hear, oh, you'll make a good mother, they take it as a compliment. And then I don't know why you would have unprotected sex with a slut rapper. That's what I don't understand. At the end of it, she says she signed an NDA, but she read her NDA and she knows what she can and cannot say. She said she went to his house, they watched a movie, they had sex, unprotected sex. She said she was going with the flow. Now, if your pussy fall out, then what you gonna do? Because what you gonna do if the whole fucking thing just falls out of the body? The whole thing just falls out. Drake is a slut and has probably had sex with more than 1,000 women. And probably had unprotected sex with about 750 of them. A man telling you, oh, do you want a baby? Do you want to have kids? And then you proceed. And then she says the moral of the story. She said when she took her phone out, that's when he got upset and kicked her out. Slapped the phone out of her hand. She was like, he was aggressive. And then he was like, you got to go. So she said the moral of the story was don't take your phone out. I was like, wait, bitch, why isn't the moral of the story not to have unprotected sex with a slut? Why isn't that the moral of the story? Anyways, child. Y'all dying over dick, I guess. Whatever. Media personality Van Layton slams Akon for suggesting African artists are better performers than Black Americans. Why do they feel like they need to tear into us specifically?
Blown away by him.
But he's African.
Yeah.
We a little different when it comes to stage presence. Now in America, oh yeah, them niggas gonna be wobbling, pants hanging half down, bored as hell, half asleep because they high as hell on stage. But Africa, we wake up in the morning like.
First of all, I'm so sick and tired of the diaspora wars. I'm so sick of continental Africans using the propaganda that has come out of America about Black Americans and use that as a way to judge Black Americans. I'm tired of that shit. Okay? That's number one. Number two, to say that Black Americans are not as good as performers as continental Africans, that doesn't even make sense, because we just had a conversation about entertainment being America's commodity and who does the most entertaining. Who are the most entertaining Americans? Black Americans. Now, I don't know if that's necessarily a compliment or what, but the fact is you were able to come to this country and do what you needed to do because Black Americans made a way for that. You understand that, right? Okay. This idea that I just don't like the comparison. First of all, I think all Black folks are very flamboyant, very outward expressive, right? The expressions are like on everything, in the clothes, in the hair, in the jewelry, very flamboyant. I think all Black people are. Africans and Black Americans, and from the islands too. Okay? I feel like we're very flamboyant, very colorful, very jovial, jubilant group of people. Very flamboyant. The men and women alike. Flamboyant. Want to be seen. Flashy. Look at me, I'm shiny. I think that's just That is just, I would say it's just culture, and it spans through the diaspora. So for him to say that Black Americans be on stage, you know, half high and bored or whatever, he might be talking about a group of Black rappers and entertainers who be on the stage in a trance, tired, full off lean, drunk, high, or whatever. Yes, I'm sure that's a boring show. But I don't have to go through the names of Black American entertainers who are not on stage performing in the way that he described. Akon also said some shit about Nick Cannon and how Black men don't need to be around their children because that's what white men do. I said, well, okay, that's some white stuff, right? They just need to make sure they have money or whatever. I said to myself, I wasn't going to make a mention of that. I said, that is a Black man problem. I don't have nothing to do with that. If Black men believe that they don't have to be there for their children, there's nothing that I can say about that. That's how y'all move. People are in support of that messaging. You just need to watch who's in support of that messaging. That's all you need to do. Just watch who's in support of a man saying that you don't need to take care of your kids. Is that just Africans or is that Black Americans too? Because from what I see, as it relates to father participation in a child's life, it's about the same. But this comment that Akon made about Black fathers, I don't have nothing to do with that. I'm not a man. I don't know how they decide they want to show up in their children's lives. That's on them. That don't have shit to do with me. So Van Lathan came out and said something about him and what he said about the people performing. And he made a good point. He said, and make no mistake, when you single out Black Americans for criticism, the ones who have culturally empowered the entire diaspora, you're shitting on an entire experience I feel connected to by birthright. It seems to be happening more now. Why? Why do people who, like Akon, who've made millions of dollars cosplaying like brothers from Atlanta or Miami, feel the need to tear into us specifically? There's this fear that I have. The fear is that there is no diaspora. The fear is that Black Americans are to other Black people worldwide what we've always been here. Workhorses used to plow through and build something for someone else who eats off of it before turning around and shooting the horse in the head. That might be irrational, but I'm insecure. And I'm as insecure as Akon might be to have strapped the PS5 to his head and called it hair. You know, you got to get a drag in there. I'm really over the diaspora wars. A lot of the way, I saw some comments where people were saying that they feel like there are some people from Africa and different countries in Africa who believe that Black Americans don't take advantage of the opportunities that America has, right? America has a great brochure. They have great taglines, and people on the outside looking in think it's a great place to be. And they want to come here, and they are able to take advantage of the opportunities. I think one of the reasons why people come, or immigrants come into the United States and are able to thrive, is because they still have a sense of community. And I think when you operate from that kind of communal template, you fare better in any environment. I don't, from my perspective, to criticize Black Americans, there is no community because everyone has different interests. There's no like hard line, because there's a group of Black people who want to assimilate to whatever America is, and the templates and the colonized relationship templates and all of that stuff that they want to deal with. They want their family structures to look like, you know, whatever they look like to white people. There's a lot of assimilation going on. And then there's some people who there's just too many, too many interests that don't align. Too many interests that don't align. I think that's the best way to say it. That's how I feel. And I've always looked at other communities of Black people who come from the islands or come from the continent, and there's a sense of community and a loyalty to the community of people. Like, if I'm Nigerian, you're Nigerian. If I'm Jamaican, you're Jamaican. We're looking out. If I'm Mexican, you Mexican, I'm looking out for you. If I'm Asian, you Asian, I'm looking out for you. Whatever Asian country you come from, I'm looking out for you. And that's just it. And it's like, I'm looking out for you unseen. I don't give a damn. I'm looking out for you. There's this, to criticize Black Americans, it's just like this thing where, unless you got to struggle like me. You got to go through the struggle like me. It's like, no, I'm just going to give you a job because you're Black, you're a woman, and we're going to teach you as you go, because that's what they do. That sense of community kind of binds people in a way that they can take advantage of the opportunity. Again, the flashiness, the flamboyance, the see me, the shiny things, I think that is just Black people all over. I really do. I really do. I really do. So the thing that he said about Nick Cannon and being a father and fathers not being present, I don't have shit to do with it. I'm not a man. I don't have a responsibility to be somebody's father. I have somebody's responsibility to be somebody's mother. That's what I know about. I don't know about how you niggas move around being fathers. And good luck to you and your children. That's the way you move around. I have nothing to say about that. I don't. Elizabeth Ovestein has announced, we used to know her as Corinne Steffens. She's, I think, 46 or 47 years old. She just announced that she is expecting a baby with some chef. Yeah. She's expecting a baby. So shout out to her. Congratulations to her. And that's it. Professional boxer Gervonta Davis arrested for domestic violence. Battery causing bodily harm, domestic violence, pending trial. Details surrounding his arrest haven't been released yet. We'll keep you updated when we receive more information. Why these dudes hitting women? Walk away, leave the vicinity, the problem. I done seen about 5 blog pages post his mugshot and just came out. Y'all love seeing Black men go to jail. Yes, we do. We do love seeing violent Black men go to jail. I think I was watching, shout out to Rodney the Voice. I was watching his video and he was talking about Nikki Gilbert. And how Nikki Gilbert was like, oh, shout out to Megan, and I support Megan. She took down the plaques for Say It from Tory Lanez. And he reported that she said, I hate to see a Black man go to jail. I honestly believe that is like a chip in Black people's hardware, where if you see a Black man go to jail, it's like a program that says, I hate to see a Black man go to jail. I hate to see a Black man go to jail. I hate to see a Black man go to jail. I hate to see a Black man go to jail. Bitch, he's a violent Black man. You are happy to see a violent Black man who is causing everybody harm around him and terrorizing everyone he's in community with. You are happy to see him go to jail. Don't think it's anti-Black to say that you're happy to see a Black man go to jail. He's guilty. He's harmful to people. He shot someone. Shouldn't have had a weapon in the first fucking place. The last time he was on probation for a gun charge. Then they said his security guard took a gun charge for him. And he stopped paying the damn legal fees. And now the dude said he was left for dead. Yeah, that's a violent man. So you should be happy. Now, I hate to see a Black man go to jail. I hate to see a Black man go to jail. If they are violent, let them come live with you. Since y'all don't want them in jail, let them, if every Black man you think going to jail is innocent, sweetie, let them come stay with you. Say you got a room that you want this violent Black man to stay because you don't want to see a Black man go to jail, girl. What's wrong with y'all? This is the first comment. What she said, y'all love seeing Black men go to jail. I said, let his violent ass come stay with you. Who the fuck told him to put his hands on somebody's daughter? This is so strange to say. Shut the hell up. That Black man need to keep his hands to himself. That's all. You're weird. This wouldn't be his first time inflicting violence on women. It's hoes like you who aid to hostile environments for other women to do better. It's not about color. Anybody that puts a hands on a woman should be locked up, green, blue, pink, yellow, specifically an angry elf. I put let his ass come stay with you. He dragged his first baby mama all throughout that basketball game with thousands of those people watching. Lock this angry man up and throw away the key. Not the first time he's done this either. And it's crazy because we've also been socialized to give these niggas the benefit of the doubt and give them chances after chances after chances. What did I say? I don't understand how men who are violent to their previous person can go and get married, go and get into a relationship. It's something that a woman doesn't think that it will happen to her. I don't know what that is. I'm going to ask my therapist about that. Because what is that? That you look at a man who has been violent, physically violent. Now, I could see if you went in a relationship with a man that he was like verbally abusive, you didn't know, or he was psychologically abusive, so you didn't know. There's no kind of representation of what he did, so it's kind of hard to like, did he really do that? You know what I'm saying? Until now you're the victim of that. To me, I feel like there's something in a woman's brain who believes that, I don't know what it is. It's not in the brain. It's a socialization. It is a conditioning. It's a conditioning. But I hate to see a black man go to jail. He's not innocent. You put innocent in front of that. I hate to see an innocent black man go to jail. Tory Lanez is not innocent. These niggas hitting on they women. Nobody hitting on nobody is innocent. I really think it's a programming. I hate to see a black man go to jail. No, he's ignorant. NYC mom in critical condition after her husband allegedly ran her over in an SUV with their kids in the car. She revealed details of abuse she experienced days before she was hit. I'm not reading this because it's a trigger warning, but here we are. And she had a podcast. She's currently fighting for her life. I hope she pulls through. And he has been arrested. She used to discuss her experiences with domestic violence and the reason she decided to end her marriage on her podcast. After he jumped out of the car, he STABBED'd her. Yes. He ran her over with the kids in the car. They don't care about the kids. Why would you have your kids in the car as you run over their mother and then jump out of the car and shank her? Arm's length, long-handled spoons. Kodak Black reveals his thoughts on Tory Lanez's verdict. Tory Lanez is a good nigga, a bro. I'm against niggas who hit bitches. I don't want to hear nothing that ignorant ass nigga has to say. Bob Marley's grandson, Joe Mersa Marley, reportedly passed away at 31 years old. Damn. Who is this? Blueface mama throws shade at Krishan. Blueface's mom sounds like, what do they call that? What do they call it? Like the relationship the mothers be having with the sons. It's like an incestuous, but they don't, it's like, I forgot. Y'all will say it in the comments, but it's like some kind of bond that they create with their children. And it's like teetering on incestuous. That's what I feel was going on with Blueface and his weird ass mom. Like that entire crew, like I really believe that like I say, all of us are on the spectrum, but I believe they're teetering on like heavy on one side. Krishan, Blueface, the whole crew, the whole tribe. Something ain't right. Something ain't right with the whole crew. I don't get it. And then she's posting the child's mother, like, because Blueface has a child with another woman. I think two children, but the mother is saying she doesn't like Krishan, but she likes this other woman, but not saying nothing about your son being this weird, violent, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm not like, I look at mothers who are like that about their sons and I'd be like, this is crazy. Y'all look crazy as hell acting like their partners. Like I was watching Love and Hip Hop family reunion, and Chrissy and Mama Jones finally had their conversation, and this idea where you were like, he has another woman in his life. His mother is not his woman. Like, y'all are fucking weird with that shit. Like, I tell my sons all the time, we're not doing that. I'm not going to be that type of mom. I'm not. I find it so repulsive. This overbearing helicopter need to be like in your sons or your children's relationships and have no boundaries and feel like you can talk to their partners or potential partners or current partners any way you want, and them not say anything because you're their mother. Like, girl, fuck you. Chrissy was like, you made it real hard for us. Chrissy would go over to Mama Jones' house and sit in the car while Jimmy went inside and spoke to his mom. And it's created a wedge, and we need to make sure we're getting along for him. It's like, girl, this is crazy. Oh, yeah, see here. Mama Jones apologizes to Chrissy for the drama she's caused throughout the years. Kempire, shout out to Kempire. He says it only took 20 years. Diddy gives a first look at his baby girl Love with Dana Tran. Oh, look at the little baby. One thing about Asian DNA, baby. Where's she from? She Filipino? Is she Filipino? Dana Tran. Tran. What's Tran? Vietnamese. It's Vietnamese. I think it's Vietnamese. Tran, I think, is Vietnamese. Them genes, that DNA be strong. Strong. I think that's it. I'm done talking, child. Young Jock makes good on his promise to shave his head bald if Tory Lanez was found guilty. Good. He did shave his head. Good. The fact that he thought he wasn't going to, that there's a lot of people that didn't think he was going to get a guilty verdict because of the way just the system is set up. They thought he was going to get off. I think he thought he was going to get off too. And I'm so happy. Like, if I was Meg, I would be so happy. There are so many women who would be so happy if the person who harmed them was facing 22 years in jail. I know I would. Add another one, 23 years for good measure, to make sure the nigga straightened out. Make sure you're fully rehabilitated and reformed. Girl, I know a lot of people who would be happy if the person who harmed them was behind bars. Every person who ever put their hands on me, I wish that they were behind bars. I do. I do. Start calling the cops on these men. Who is this? Who is this? Let's see. I think that's it, y'all. Reginae claps back after social users make fun of her promise ring. Y'all be in relationships with a bunch of broken promises, aunties. Honey, she is 24. That's weird. Slim Thug said he believes Megan Thee Stallion was initially protecting Tory on social media until he started clout chasing. He should have been more humble. Girl, Nene Leakes shares a tweet that says every housewife is allowed to return except her. Where's the grace? It's amazing to me how everyone can get an opportunity to return to these housewife shows, but Nene Leakes, we know that's house. What? But Nene Leakes, okay. It's amazing to me how everyone can get an opportunity to return to these housewife shows, but Nene Leakes, when we know that's housewives. When we know that's housewife a royalist, where is the grace? And then she retweeted it. I don't know what he's trying to say. Well, the grace was gone when you call. I don't think anyone has called Andy Cohen a racist who does coke. I would like to see Nene back. I don't know why no one has created another show for Nene. Like, you can do another reality show with Nene and her and another group of friends, honestly. She doesn't even need to come back to Housewives. Nene, where are your girls? The ladies of success. Somebody needs to get with her, make ladies of success, and make it a show. And that's it. Nene is funny. She has so many, She has so many like memes and one-liners and everything. Nene could have her own show just with another group of friends. I don't know why she wants to come back to Housewives. But anyways, I think that's it, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.